make it so hard to actually apply for these grants and to get these grants and give you the information on how to actually just to get the application to fill out to even get these grants started. Do you guys have any thumbs up or any leeway on how to kind of make this process ease by a little bit?
So yeah, grants are definitely a challenge. And I've noticed a lot of times, if you get on like an email list to get grants, a lot of times they're just fishing for information. So they just want to have your email so that way they can say, hey, we got, 50,000 Black businesses in our database and stuff like that. And then they will sell you information. So a lot of times that stuff does happen. So they do make it really difficult. But when it comes to funding, I think the best thing to do would be to go to literally start from the bottom up. And that's like well, first of all, make sure you have good credit, of course, but then, if you can get in a position to self-fund, and like I started with credit cards, like my credit was terrible. I started with what you call a secured credit card, where it's a card where if you don't know what that is like, it's basically your own money. You put $300 on the card and then you use the card for whatever, and then you pay it back. You pay back your own money. So it's a good way to kind of build your credit. But then what happens is once you start off with the secure credit, then you start getting offers for unsecured cards. And then you can utilize those cards, use them for business expenses, which you can write off on your taxes. And then as you start getting cards with higher limits, then you're going to start getting offers for loans. And then, you might get an offer for like a $3,000 loan, a $5,000 loan, a $10,000 loan. So it's like you kind of got to start from the ladder up. That's one way to do it. Like everybody's not comfortable with debt. Everybody's not comfortable with loans. So I'm not recommending it for everybody. But if you're somebody that's like disciplined and you really want to self-fund and kind of be in control of your own situation, I would go with that route, like literally with credit cards and then going after the small loans. Because there's a lot of companies that are giving out good loans, good, decent loans. You just got to be responsible with it. But when it comes to grants, which are great because grants, you don't have to worry about paying them back and you can use that money. But there is a lot of work that has to be done. So what I would suggest to make the work easier is use ChatGPT. Like use the software, use the AI. So use that to help, with creating your proposals. Of course, you're not going to completely have ChatGPT do everything for you. But if there's something that you're confused on and you're stuck with, like, so say if you're reading a letter about a grant and the language is just really confusing, copy and paste the text, put it in ChatGPT and literally say, please rewrite this paragraph so that way a third grader could understand it. And then ChatGPT will rewrite it and it'll be written like a third grader, and then you'll be able to understand it quicker. So I think that's the best thing to do. Like if you're really trying to go that grant route, because it's challenging. It's a lot. It takes a lot of time, a lot of work, but to make your process easy, I would use AI just to like the parts that you're stuck at, the parts that you need research on, or even when it comes to like, creating the proposal, they can give you a sample of a proposal through ChatGPT, and then you can utilize that and fit it for your business to make it work. But those are just some tips that I have as far as funding.